earlier. What am I making ahead? I'm not sure. I think I might make pancakes ahead, and then I'll do a burger. How much energy do I have? I don't know. Let me share out my stream. Let me share out my stream. Oh, Lord. Oh. Yeah. My channel. My channel. Oh, that's OBS on? Oh, then OBS can just be on. OBS can just be on. That's not shooter. That's not shooter. The kitchen's so messy. Actually, it's not. I just gotta clean the stove off. Alright, we are live. Oh, I should share it on Twitter. I'm making something. I think I'm making pancakes ahead. If I have the energy. There we go. I think I'm doing that. Now that that's done, now I gotta go into this and hit live chat until I get trolling, and then I'll switch over to super chats only. So that's how that's gonna work. Wow, this is a dark color. That's a real dark one. Okay. That works. I am on the I'm on the weight loss journey accidentally. It's alright. I've been nothing but hungry, and that's a good sign with chemo. I have not lost my hair yet. That'll be next week. I'm really like, okay. So this is my positive attitude of F this. I'm not even going to let it hold any sort of anything over my life. I'm just gonna be like, you know what? You don't exist, Cancer. You do not exist. If I'm tired, I will take a nap and ignore you. And you could let all of that chemo and whatever going through my body just have its way with you. You can let that happen, because I do not let you win against me. Right? That's my attitude. These, if you have the nausea though, these actually really help. It's like yeah, because every now and then I'll be like, oh, I'm a little woozy. I'll just take a hit off of that, and I'm like, okay, it's fine. Here's the chemo, it's fine. Just eat something. So I've been doing the just eat something to combat the nausea. Just eat something when I would eat anyway. So that's where I am with that. That is where I am with the, why am I cleaning? I might as well. I'll have to clean after anyway. You ever do this? You start with one thing and then you're just cleaning the whole kitchen. You start with one thing. What's that Mary Tyler Moore episode where she ends up mopping her whole floor because she just started emptying one ashtray? I'm like, I don't smoke. Where do I have ashtrays? So I'm not doing that. Also, my guys are playing tonight, so I will be watching the game. My Knights are playing, so I will be watching that. It's like, you cannot expect me to root fairly when it's the Knights and the Avs. Hey, Morbid. Carnivore and fasting. Well, I have cancer, so I can't do weird, stupid diets. So, no. I can't do that. I'm on the cancer weight loss. I'm on the taking chemo every 2 weeks. So that's what this is. This is an implanted thing that they do the thing into. So no, I'm not actually looking at losing weight. I need to gain. I need to start gaining. I'm on the I need to start gaining and eating constantly. But thank you if I was actually trying to lose weight, which I am absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Oh no, I'm not looking into that at all. I am not looking into anything because that is giving me more work, which is a bad thing for cancer. So, that is a bad thing. I will not be fasting with chemo. Ever. Ever. Do not fast when you have chemo. That is probably the worst thing. I'm not a dietitian or a doctor, but for me, I will never do the fasting because I have real cancer for real. Oh, I don't care about your proper human diets. If I'm not good enough for you as is, then you aren't good enough for me. So, if I'm not good enough for you as I am, then you're not good enough for me, period. So, but thank you. So no, I'm not even dealing with that. I'm dealing with me. I'm dealing with what I need to keep myself sustained and no. I'm dealing with what I need to. So yeah, I don't know if you wanna time this guy out for being a jerk. So no, don't suggest diets to cancer patients that are not part of cancer diets. That's a really shitty thing to do. That's a really, really shitty thing to do for people. Sure. All right, come on, Gimbal. Let's get my phone back up and running. So, yeah, never fast. That's a terrible thing for you. You never want to do that, especially with... At least for me. At least for me. I'm not a dietitian, but that would be absolutely horrendous for me. Ooh. No. This way. There you go. For real? For real. But yes. So, if you want to look into donating some cash to the channel before you suggest insulting things like that, because I'm like, I need to gain some weight here. I actually really need to gain some weight because I'm going to lose too much muscle. So, I need to do that because that's what my health plan involves. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't want to give anybody any health advice. I'm telling you what's working for me. So what's working for me? Idiots like that in chat who go insult you like, oh, the proper human diet. Don't listen to them. They're just there to troll you into reaction. They're just there to be an asshole, a negative, controlling element on your channel. Are we getting botted now? Because now the chat stopped. Now, so no suggestions. Don't suggest things too. That's kind of where we're at. I am gonna make some pancakes ahead while I have the energy, and then I'm gonna make a burger for me tonight. I think that's gonna be the thing. So yeah, I have real cancer for real, which is why I'm not dealing with your bullshit. If you would like to help contribute to this stream and help support, I do have a GoFundMe. I should probably link all of that and pin all that. I have a GoFundMe. I have Streamlabs. That's the best way to help support this channel. Here, let me link that. Here is now. Oh, they're probably DDoSing me because I won't accept their advice. Actually, let me send this to, what's his name? Here. I'm not. How are you? How are you? Way. And go find me. Yeah. So do I have to reset? Did I get DDoS'd? Did I just get re-DDoS'd? Did we just get DDoS'd? Probably. Did we just get DDoS'd? Do I have to reset the stream? So anytime you get these trolly people who just annoy you and suggest stuff, that's usually a sign of a DDoS attack. So, this was from Poland. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna make something ahead. I don't have a pancake recipe. I have nothing ready. Do I even have a recipe? No. Oh God, this is awful. I might just make a burger and call it a day. I just might do like a 12-minute stream. A burger. Pancake recipe. Easy one. Non-dairy almond extract, sugar, milk, baking soda, and lemon juice. Lemon juice. Easy. Easy. An easy one. I'm looking up a pancake recipe. I'm not gonna vinegar. I don't care about eating fluff. I just want something easy. I just want something easy. I don't have lemon juice. Alright. I don't need them to be fluffy either. Brown sugar, vanilla, baking powder, butter. 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Alright, let's print it. Let's try it. Print. I'm gonna print it. Well, I'm probably gonna have a burger for dinner. I'm just cooking ahead. Sorry, I'm getting the printer going. Because I didn't get a recipe. So we're gonna try it. Images. Sure. Print. Please wait for the printer. Print. Ah, Lord. I'm just like, I need to put on more calories. I lost too much weight for because of the cancer stuff. So I'm like, I need to start packing on some more calories. I gotta start eating more. I've just been so hungry with it. That's the only thing. Is just, I've been hungry with it. So, yeah. So never do a fasting thing or never take advice from people randomly on the internet. So I would never recommend that. Never. But then again, I'm not a doctor. You can only tell me what's good for me. I would never do a fasting thing. I would be too sick from it. So I will never do a fasting diet. There's weird. You're watching Pancake halfway around the world at 1 a.m. I'm trying. And I'm going to watch hockey here when I could just drive down the street and watch it for real in person. What time was practice this morning? Like 7 in the morning I saw or something? What time was practice? Was it like that early? I wasn't up yet. If they were at practice at 7, I was not up yet because they had to be a game at like 3. So I don't know. Normally it's not that early. But I've been watching. Really? There's no ink in my printer. There's no ink in my printer? I'm going to try that again with actual ink. Try that again with actual ink this time. Try it again with actual. I could have sworn I just changed out the ink in this printer. I'm not writing down a recipe. Damn it. I can't print out a recipe. Really? For real? It's not letting me print out. It's not doing it. It printed out blank. I literally just changed this printer ink. Like 4 things. This is not the recipe. Try black and white. Try black and white instead of color. Maybe the color ink's bad. Maybe it's the color ink. Is it doing it? Is it gonna do it? It's doing something. I'm gonna run out of energy before I get started. Going out would probably be watching me pancakes. Well, yeah, but then I'd have fun with my life. Then I'd be going out and having fun with my life. Wait before the printer finishes. Yeah, it's not printing. Alright, it's not printing. So now what? Now what? I'm not loading up the other computer to write down a recipe. Oh, for fuck's sake. What do you need? I'm writing down a recipe. God damn it. 2 cups flour. I'm writing down a recipe. 2 tablespoons baking soda. Baking powder. Do I have baking powder? Probably. Salt. Kosher salt. 3 tablespoons light brown sugar. Sugar. 2 eggs. I might reduce this. 1 and 1/2. 1 and 1/2. Milk. Cup milk. 5 tablespoons butter melted. That's a lot of butter. Melted. This is more work than I wanted. 2 cups fresh blueberries. I'm using frozen. Butter for frying. Okay, I might reduce it. Here's a recipe. Yeah, I don't. Well, what do you mean by the pancake stuff? Like flour? What do you mean by the pancake? Like the pre-mades? It would balance me out. I don't know. I need the money though. So if anybody, I'm only doing this for the chance that I might get a donation. That's really the only reason I'm streaming. It's for the off chance I might make some money. So please donate to these streams. This is my only income right now. I have cancer. I can't really do anything else. So please, please, please donate. That's the only reason I'm cooking. So I might wrap the stream up if we don't actually start getting some donations pulling. I'm not joking. I'm really not joking. This is my job. This is my job. And when people don't see the videos in their feeds because I get DDoS and stalked and flagged all the time, and when people don't see my content and I just get nothing but people coming in trolling, just telling me, oh, you need to lose weight. I'm like, oh, I have cancer, so that's going to just do that anyway. You should try fasting. You should try sucking my ass. For real. I need some donations to help support this channel because this is the only job I can do right now. And so let's see some super chats going in. Let's see some super chats going in. Let's see some super chats rolling in. Or some Streamlabs. That's better. Like the Streamlabs is the best way. The Streamlabs is the best way because that one goes directly to me. That's trackable. That's taxable. It doesn't take YouTube's 30% cut off the back end. There's also a GoFundMe that's going to help with any expenses that I might incur during this, like rent and things, because YouTube is supposed to be my income source. And there's no stupid haunted houses out there trying to, you know, get the real deal. They'd rather fake themselves. So, that being said, now that bug is squashed, let's make some pancakes. Also, if people are trying to date me, under no circumstance will I be in a BDSM relationship. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donation. I heard that. Thank you so much. $20. I gotta see that. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Streamlabs. Thank you so much. I'm looking. Yeah, where's my back to the dashboard? There we go. I saw it come in. Analytics. No, we're not downloading Streamlabs. Oh, accidentally download it. For the Pancake Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm such a bitch all the time. Actually, I'm not. Deadliness aside, is slimming. I mean, I'm not gonna lose to cancer. That's the thing. I have no intention of losing to cancer. Be your good health that you wrote this note. You know what? I'm trying to stay. I mean, if I were fasting, it'd probably be terrible. So I get those type of suggestions. I get people who are like actively trying to hurt me and actively trying to harm me. So I'm like, I just give it right back. So that's what I'm doing. Like someone, they should lose weight. It's pretty dark. I know, that's what they do. That's what they do to me though. They're like, you should get on normal health. I'm like, I need to gain some weight though. Because I've been losing too much. Alright, so I'm gonna half the recipe maybe. Or should I do the whole thing? 2 eggs, 1.5 cup of milk. Do I have all this stuff? 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of, maybe. Alright, let's do it. And everything's too big. Like, look at this shirt. It's too big. Everything's too big. Everything I own is too big now. I don't even have clothes that fit. It's like, this is over my lifting limit. Yeah, the glass bowls are over my lifting limit, so. Oopsie. I want a big bowl or no? I'll do a medium bowl. I'll put it in the dishwasher, right? That's my thing. So I'm dealing with the internet who doesn't understand when enough is enough, which is my biggest problem here. And there's not like any option to fight that. So I'm like, well, I'll fight the cancer and just get rid of the bullshit. Like I said, I can beat cancer. Milk and eggs. It's Sturtel Farm. I don't know, eventually. You heard during adding cinnamon. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add stuff. Yeah, this is just the basic. I'm gonna add vanilla. It's missing a few things. I don't know about cinnamon. Vanilla for sure it's missing. Vanilla extract. That's what I'm adding. Baking powder, flour, salt. Where's salt? I don't know where salt is. Here, I got salt. Salt. Brown sugar. Do I have brown sugar? One of these. Hello, I can wear a mask too. Yeah, I have brown sugar. It's no good anymore because I put it in the container, but I'll put it in there. Meal quick is key. You did it 15 years ago. It's key. Arasaka. Reheat and pre-made. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing like a whole batch of pancakes now while I have like my hour of energy for the day. So here, I don't know if this is your experience. My experience so far with the first round of chemo is I have, like after I eat, I've got an hour of good energy and then I take a nap. I have to take a nap. So I can only really do anything for about an hour at a time. But I'm hungry all the time, so that's a good thing, and I'm keeping food down. Nothing's coming back up so far. That's what they're worried about, is that with chemo, you just can't keep anything down. Nothing tastes good. So I'm like, well, you know what? I'm gonna take my normal stuff, and I got these things because like I'm getting a little like woozy. So you see, I'm getting a little hot and woozy. So this stuff, I do like that. My friend got me that on my Amazon thing, so I do like that. Oh, I don't like evaporated milk. I can't stand that. I cannot stand evaporated milk. I'm doing pancakes, so I'm not adding evaporated milk. I never buy this stuff actually. I never use evaporated milk for anything. What am I looking for? Butter, eggs. Do I have butter? Yeah, I have butter. Eggs, butter. What's this, 4? Who wants 5? Perfect, I have 5 tablespoons. You want 5 tablespoons of butter? It wants 5 tablespoons of butter melted. Alright, melt the butter. I will melt the butter. It wants 5 tablespoons of butter. Luckily, you ever get this, it's got it on the side. I do get the real butter. I don't like margarine at all, so I get the real butter. Because I don't like that. Eggs I never use, so this is like me finding an excuse to use the eggs. So that's part of that. Those windows will get smaller and bigger of how much energy I'm gonna have, or bigger naps or what. Smaller window of energy. Yeah, right now I've only got an hour of energy, but they've got me like they're looking at what, like 14 rounds of chemo. So, like I said, this is my job. As long as I can do it, I cannot do other jobs. I really should have had the views, you know, considering my channel size, if it had not been for groups of random trolling assholes. Assholes. The only way I can describe it. Who just sit there and flag it because I said something they don't like because they're children. And there's nothing around that. There's no way around that when you're me. So there's no way out of that. It's like joining a cult you didn't want to join. It's like getting jumped into a gang that you don't want to join. And you beat them back. You know, you ever experienced that? That's kind of what I've been dealing with. So at least that's what it feels like. I'm gonna melt this butter. Hopefully a little bit. Melting the butter. We appreciate you for it. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I do appreciate you guys. My thing is, like, I will have 5 people. I'll have the good cop, bad cop type of guys. So I'll have the people who love me, and then the one person who doesn't, but they're all the same group. They're just watching on some stream somewhere. So, and I don't care about it. That's the problem, is like after 5 years, I will never care about it. I'm never gonna I think that's the thing. I'm never going to go and figure out and say and who and look into it. It's just never going to be a thing other than, you know, pulling in a heavier hitter than myself, for example, a heavier hitter. than myself. What am I doing? Calling 877-1500 or something? Maybe. Maybe if I have to. And then a heavier hitter than myself. Because I have cancer, and that's what you do. You're calling the it's actually a healthy approach to this, psychologically speaking. For the cancer or the trolling? I think it's for the troll, like for that. I mean, so you guys are gonna have to put up with me yelling at that and saying and pointing it out and saying this is what you're gonna experience. You're gonna experience some stalking lunatic who's gonna go and follow you to where you go, asking you questions about me like I'm being investigated or something. And I'm like, well, I'm right here. If you want to actually investigate me, you could knock on the door and do so and ask me questions for realsies. But, nobody has the balls to do that. So I'm looking to start dating again. What were the instructions on this? I want to start dating again. I just don't know who I would date. I need to find somebody. Not right now, maybe, but. In a large bowl, flour, baking powder, salt, sugar, separate bowl, eggs, vanilla, and milk. Eggs, vanilla, and milk. Okay. What am I doing? I can't remember that. Flour, baking powder, and salt, and brown sugar. Flour, baking powder, salt, and brown sugar. Okay, so I do need the other bowl. Flour, baking powder, salt, and brown sugar. Let's just do that. Flour. 2 cups. Baking powder, salt, and brown sugar. It's all the dry. No, not the dry. Flour. The flour. Oops. Baking powder. How much? How much baking powder? 2 tablespoons. Salt and brown sugar. I gotta remember that. So yeah, since this is like the only job I can do, I do really appreciate you guys absolutely. 2 tablespoons. Baking powder. 2 tablespoons. You got it. Salt. How much salt? How much salt? A teaspoon. Good enough. I'm not measuring exactly with salt. Teaspoon, blah, blah, blah. 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Blah, blah, blah. 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. My brown sugar is petrified. Exactly what I'm keep on going. And that's exactly what I'm doing, yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing. But being out there for anyone to be seen is it can attract weirdos, a problem with fame as well. Well, that's why I don't want to be famous. I want to just marry off the internet and kind of go away quietly. But then again, like the only type of guys I attract are the super duper celebrity famous something. So 2 eggs, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. I supported you this long, and I'm planning on stepping away. Thank you so much, Charles Fox. I really, really appreciate that. My like I said, my core viewer base are really, really good. The problem is YouTube and the DDoS attacking stuff. That's the real big problem I've had, is that for every, for every time I try and get something done, it's just, I can't even work without, the harassment and the stalking and stuff, so. It's like you can't even go around town without that. It's like somebody's in town locally doing that shit. And I'm like, that's not okay. That's not okay. That's evil and demonic, isn't it? So when they tell you to, so that's the other thing, is that like all the psychic stuff that I do is absolutely real. And going through all this stuff, it's through the roof with me. Plus, the hockey stuff, and now we got the hurricane. So this is what I was talking about last night. The psychic energy is off the chart, just in general, because of the hurricane. See, now that I have your attention. Because of the hurricane, Now we got in town. Who we got in town? Oh, my abs. Oh, it's my abs in town. Oh, we got my abs and my nights. So we got my night. I'm rooting for the nights. I'm rooting for the nights today. So, Knights. We're going Knights today. We're rooting for the Knights. Even though my abs are in town, I haven't watched an abs game since the 90s. Well, no, that's not true. I watched a few abs games since the 90s. I hadn't watched an abs game since the 90s. For as much as you need to know. Had not. As far as you need to know. Because, you know, that hockey there is my thing that I held so close nobody knew about. Alright, what's the next? I need another bowl. We need another bowl. Oh, crappy. I need another bowl. I do need these again. And in another bowl. So yeah, that's... So I see the intent behind this stuff, too. I do see the intent behind it as demonic. That's the thing. When people definitely are getting their... Now, I see this a lot in Christianity. You guys ever have that where they're so invested in trying to convert and attack and all that stuff that it just comes off as this demonic. It's like, oh, I have cancer for real. The provoking and the... You see a lot of that with Christian groups, I've noticed, where they just want to preach and recite and they don't understand half of what's going on because they only have this tiny little piece of it. So they're getting inspirited and influenced by this dark demonic energy that causes them to continually harass and troll, which is that's just Satan. That's just the Satanism affecting them by attacking me. So they're literally possessed by the devil when they do that because of all this psychic stuff that's happening while I'm going through this. Next step. So that's being, that's being a thing. Eggs, vanilla, and milk. Eggs, vanilla, and milk. Okay, now we got eggs, vanilla, and milk. So, for the people who are absolute believers of that, when they do attack and say you should fast and be like a normal weight, that's just Satan and demonic stuff just possessing them. Because when I'm clearly saying, hey, here's my cancer plan right now, and they come in and say stuff like that. So that's just this demonic crap. And I'm like, okay, well, here's my example of this. Here's how I'm going to send your attacks to. Because why? I psychically charged a silver skull and left it in a very important place with all of my negative energy and my negative, every heartbreak, every bit of pain, all of the illness and sickness of pretty much everything I went through in like 97-ish. So that went there. Eggs, milk, and what? And butter? Eggs, milk, and butter. Okay, butter. Butter goes into the butter. How much milk? So when they do that, especially like what is somebody with cancer? So, and it's usually, I can kind of usually guess who that is too, because they're just sitting there laughing and giggling, like, not realizing for 1 second that that's actually satanic, demonic. What does the devil have? He's got a pitchfork. He got a pitchfork, doesn't he? So the devil's there with a pitchfork just poking at people. And when you have that and are going out of your way to poke at somebody and say, fast, you need to be a healthier weight, like a human diet, that's just Satan in your hands. That's just you having zero control over Satan in your life. That is just zero control over the devil in your life when you do that to people. And for somebody like me, I can recognize that and see that and take that energy and send it over to somebody who needs it a little more than I do, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying, who can just take that Satan with him and stay there. So that's what happens. I'm going all Jesus-y on you. Physically, though, you're good with everything you're going through. I know. Kind of weird about the concept of going after people. Or you're weirded out by it. It sounds like a weird way to spend energy. I know. I'm just like sitting here going, I just wanna sit here or stand here and cook. Like I'm just sitting here and cooking, standing here and cooking. What am I doing? What's the eggs, vanilla, and milk together? Eggs, vanilla, and or milk. Eggs, vanilla, and milk. Okay. Eggs, vanilla, and milk. I'm not going to remember this. This is why I have to keep going back. How much? 2 eggs? I'm making the whole thing. Why am I doing a double? I'm doing the whole batch. It's going to be so many pancakes. But it's going to be pancakes for the week, so that's going to be good. And then I can like freeze half of them. I can freeze half of them, and I can... God, I never buy eggs. I never use eggs. I am so not into eggs. It's not even funny. Ah! 1 shell. Really? Seriously, now you got an eggshell. There's an eggshell. There it is. There it is. No! Gotcha. I'm just not a fan of eggs that much. They don't agree with me in general, so. It really has to be like a special occasion for me to even eat one. And I do have to kind of make something myself. If I'm eating eggs, I gotta make it myself. So that's part of it. Blueberries are good for whatever, cancer, whatever. So I got blueberries. It wants me to do fresh. I'm not doing fresh. It's 1 cup. 2 cups. Is it really 2 cups of milk? How much milk? 1.5 cup of milk. Okay, 1.5. I almost put too much milk in. 1.5. And I prefer whole milk. Because what's that? Vitamin D. Oh, I need more vitamin D. They were saying I'm vitamin D sufficient, but a lot of people are in the desert. So that was my doctor today. Was I'm vitamin D sufficient, and it's a very good thing that I am eating. It's a very good thing that I'm eating. All things considered. I'm gonna add vanilla. I'm gonna add like a capful or so. Garlic and rice was one of the go-tos during chemo. Make loads of it, lots of flavor. I don't know about garlic rice. I don't know. Garlic's supposed to be good for you. I gotta just eat what I'm hungry for. I gotta eat what I'm hungry for at this point. I did 2 capfuls. Oh no, that's gonna be a lot of vanilla. That's not too bad. Okay, 2 eggs, I have milk, butter, blueberries. So what, which one do I combine in? The big one, probably? Probably the big one. Slowly combine them now. Alright. So, since this is my job, you're making me good. You know what? I usually make pretty good pancakes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm okay with them. It's just pancakes. You can't really go wrong from scratch. So that's the type of bullshit I deal with on a daily basis. That I'm like, it's like enough. Because I'm just going to take that and insult somebody else. I'm just going to take that negative energy and direct it to somebody else. I'm just going to direct that away. So. Alright. I think we're supposed to combine it slowly. Here comes the batter. Butter, right? This is just the butter kind of solidifying. Flour? Are you kidding me? They recommend like lemon juice to get them all fluffy. I'm like, I don't have any of that. I was debating, what do I want to go live doing? Do I want to go live? Do I not want to go live? Do I want to play a video? I'm probably going to stream some Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow over on Twitch. That's what I've been doing, unless you guys want me to play it here. Should I play it over here? Should I just play it on YouTube at this point? I mean, it's October. If I'm doing like an hour of a game stream when I have the energy, I mean, I can do it here just as easily as there. I can do it here just as easily as there. That's all I'm saying. Now, it's real food. It's just pancakes. I'm probably gonna eat a burger for dinner though. Probably that chocolate cocoa. Well, it's supposed to get a taste bad. Oh yeah, that's an extract. It's an extract. Let's see. Glad you're taking negative and positive. I can't not. I mean, what am I gonna do? Give up? No, I'm going to get mad and get even and all that good stuff. So here's the thing. My issue that I've had if I am trying to, I don't know, date or anything like that in town, I look so much younger than I am. That is an issue that I have had. I look so much younger than I actually am. Except, if you look at me in person, maybe. I don't know. But I look so much younger than I am. So I have a hard time finding people who are not a decade younger than me still. I had it then. I was like pushing 30 and I had these 20-year-old guys hitting on me. So I'm like, oh, I'm pushing 30. You're too young for me. Plus I had a boyfriend at the time. Is this the open one? Yeah, that's the open one. Blueberries. Yo. Blueberries, yo. Alright, what's this set to? 400? That'll be fine. That's warm. Oh, I need some butter for it. I'm never even up. That's the thing. I have no reason to. And like I said, if you guys do enjoy these streams and do want to drop donations, this is my job. I really can't do anything else for the moment. So this is literally my job for the next, as long as I can do it. As long as I can do it. Because as long as I can do it, it's my quarter cup. My little quarter cup. This one. I'm doing quarter cup scoops. So this is my job as long as I can do it, and I really, really appreciate you guys showing up. The issue that I have though is like when the first thing is just a troll thing, right? When the first thing is a troll thing, then it just kind of. What am I looking for? Butter. Oh, and there's some woman who hates me too. Oh, there's some fucking jealous woman I'm finding out. Like some woman that I would never take her guy because, ew, I'm not dealing with some guy who's got a girl. Ever. That's never gonna be me. So, I mean, like, seriously, no man is worth it if you're screwing around on your woman or trying to. I would not want him. I would not accept him. I would probably just destroy him and be mean to him if he's out there trying to cheat on his woman with me. So I've had some jealous women for whatever because of my I don't know, whoever knows me or whatever thinks they know me, whoever thinks they knew me back in the day, whoever thinks they knew me. So I do not do well with jealous women. Because, well, first off, honey, you're having to shit beneath my shoes if he's trying to screw around on you. Second, yeah. Like, literally, shit beneath my shoes if he's trying to screw around on you. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. And, these are a little too high. It's gonna burn. It's gonna burn. It's a little too high. It's a little too hot. I'm probably going to add extra blueberries at this point. Is there a better way to do that? Or just with your hand? Is there a better way to do blueberries? She asks, knowing there's not. No, there's no better way to do blueberries. Okay. don't think so. So that's me in a nutshell. Yeah, your man shit with these shoes. If he's trying to screw around on you, let's get that straight. Let's get that very clear. Let's make that very clear. And what else? This is too hot. I can hear it. It's too hot. This griddle's too hot. I can hear it now. This griddle's too warm. 2 cups of blueberries is gonna be right. It's really fluffy though. You pop blueberries, Borowka in Poland. I don't know how to say that. I hope you didn't. I hope you don't. I do. I've got here. Here's all my cancer drugs and my eyes. You can't even see that. I got appointments. I got. So it's breast cancer. So it's not like women just get it. Women just get it. Good news is it's very treatable. They say it's very treatable. So I'm really having a positive attitude about that because I got really scared because we just lost Shannon Doherty to that. However, what's her name from The Office? I don't remember her name. She beat it. So she beat it, and I'm like looking at all these women, and I'm like, look, I'm fighting it. I've got no reason I can't kick this in the butt. There's no reason I can't fight it. So Polish language is weird to pronounce. Try English. English is bad. So hello, Timothy Glenn. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm getting as much as I can get done. Oh, shit. And I lost a blueberry. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. I lost a blueberry. Damn it. I lost a blueberry, and now it's going to get my counter blue. Get my counter blue. Proud of you. I'm proud of y'all kicking ass. I'm doing my best. Maggie Smith filmed it, beat it also. Oh, okay. She passed away recently though. But she was also what, 80? So I never watched Harry Potter. I was never into that. I didn't watch The Office either, to be honest. I just heard about that. So I'm looking at like, okay, here's some women who've beaten it. There's some women who've beaten it. And I'm like, here's what I'm going through. Here's what I'm going through with it. I don't have millions in the bank. So here's what I need. I need millions in the bank so I can sit there on my butt for 6 months and get my treatment done. If you guys can help, just $1 per person in chat. If you have not already donated, I would really, really appreciate that. This is my job. This is the only job I can do. I am fighting breast cancer. I have about an hour of energy a day. And these are going to be too hard. I'm going to pull these off right now. Just to make sure the blueberries are cooked. It just looks like they're oozing a little. It just looks like they're a little glass full. Keep the glass full. That's what I'm trying. I'm like, okay, glass, like, the good news is it's treatable. The good news is it's treatable. The good news is I live in a day and age where we can get groceries delivered if I don't have the energy. I did not have the energy today. I went to the doctor today, and so my 20-minute away doctor appointment went well, I hope. I lost a couple pounds, but that's okay. That's okay. Are these even done? No, these are not done. That's not done. They're not even done. They're not even done. These are not even done. I'm still running on the inside. Take a point to drop each month a bit. Although the ratio of I do appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Elle McPherson beat it without chemo. I don't know. I didn't see Elle McPherson had it. So. But that's okay. I mean, you know what? If the chemo is what they think is going to work best for me, then, I mean, with breast cancer, you kind of have to with like that sort of thing. So you have to go with whatever your doctor says. So I'm going with what my doctors are saying, and I'm going with, so they're saying here, chemo, and I'm going to have surgery after that, probably. So I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it. So So, I mean, I would really appreciate not having other fights come to me. That'd be great, too. Do you think it's a troll, or do you think it's something like, I think it's a troll. It's like, oh, here, you need to look into, like, normal-sized people food. It's like, maybe you need to look into being a decent human who's not possessed by Satan. If you think that, you want to insult somebody's body while they're dealing with cancer. Only demons do that. Then they go all demonic and stuff. I talk about the demonic stuff, and then people are like, yay, what kind of channel did we stumble in on here? Well, I stumbled in on the kind of channel where I can talk about those issues and talk about the stuff I'm dealing with in a very open, honest way, in a positive way. I think that's a very positive thing, just to say, here's what's going on, here's what I deal with on the internet. Then again, I mean, look at somebody like an Amber Heard or something. Like, that's the thing. Once people have their target, they're never gonna let that target. Once they have their scapegoat, their target, their witch. Once they have their witch, they never let that go. They never let that go. So that's kind of thing. Look what happened with Amber Heard. Look what happened to all that stuff. Like, once they have that woman that they don't like, and I've been that woman that somebody didn't like for a very long time, and I'm not sure why. And I don't really care why. I think I really don't care why. To be perfectly honest, I don't think it's even relevant to me why they hate me. To be perfectly like, no, really, I don't think it's even relevant why people hate me. So. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm like, oh, how sad for you hate me. That's so sad for you. Here, I'm going to make an example out of you and show people how silly and stupid and childish you are. I'm loading up a lot of blueberries in these. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of blueberries. Okay. That's a lot of blueberries. That's okay. I was in your help, ignore the troll ass hats. See, I like talking. I like pointing out what I deal with. I do like pointing out, because that gives me a focus of, now look at what I'm dealing with, feel sorry for me. That just says, hey, look what I'm dealing with, feel sorry for me. So if you feel sorry for me and you want to help contribute to this channel, I have a donation link that actually comes to me. I've got a GoFundMe in the description. My ex organized that. He's on the other side of the country. And what else? What else? I'm not sure what else. I'm absolutely not sure what else. I'm not sure what else. I don't know. What else? I'm snacking on a cashew because I'm getting low energy. I should buy one of those. You don't really need a reason to hate. I know, that's kind of the thing. Keep us updated about you all. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna not stop streaming. I'm not gonna stop streaming unless I can't. And if there's a time when I just don't have the face to do it, I'll just probably put up a picture of myself in the corner and be like, this is how I normally look. Oh, thank you so much, Flash Thompson. You were diagnosed with bladder cancer 2 months ago, and last month diagnosed with I'm so sorry. You kept it a secret from your fam. 3 + 3 = 6 score, so very lucky. Long you since you made the diagnosis public. Oh, thank you. And now I'm choking on a freaking cashew. 1 second. I don't know. I mean, if your family is more of a stressor, then I can see why you kept it secret. Like my family, well, you don't see them here, do you? You don't see them here. You don't see them here. They said, go to church. I'm like, okay, go to Jesus. Which one? They all look like, I mean, we have one called McJesus, but he's in Edmonton. All my guys look like Jesus on my team. But I mean, I wouldn't be able to choose because they're all. Oh, you didn't mean the blood of the bloodline of Jesus. You met the idol figure. Yeah. That's very lucky. So yeah, I've been, you know, I didn't know, like I was scared to make it public, but I'm like, you know what? I need to face it and own up to it at the very least. So it was a lot of that, and like I was scared. I was so scared to say it on the internet. I was so scared because of the trolling, because like I've always been somebody who's been viewed as, you know, this excommunicated, you know, this, oh, she didn't like the thing we decided she liked, and I get the fact that I'm probably going to be a nice scapegoat for a lot of people, basically because of whatever failure they have with their own lives. I'm an easy target, and because I'm a hothead and I yell, so I was terrified about going public with it, to be honest. Like I was so scared, but I'm like, you know what? Nobody can help if they don't know. Nobody can help if they don't know, and I do need the help. So any donations are very appreciated, and that's keeping the rent paid and keeping the bills, because this is like the only job I can do right now. This is the only job I have. This is the only job I've had for years, other than DoorDash, and I can't be doing the DoorDash. So I feel like really, you know, I feel like justified that I've been so tired before this, because I'm like, well, hey, something's wrong. I don't have the energy to be, you know, doing, and I was needing the afternoon naps. I was blaming that on my age. I'm like, okay, well, I'm older than I look. I am older than I look. The Jesus from Lebowski. I never saw Lebowski. I never watched that. As long as you can find your, as long as I can find your lives, I'll be sending your, oh, thank you, I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Just clicking the videos. Clicking the videos helps. It helps get it in the people who actually like me instead of the 5 people who don't. Because so far, the people who hate me are the ones who have the notifications on and check and stalk my channel before I have a video live. And that's been the biggest, I've been like, okay, if you were just there to sit there and flag it the second I go live, that's not helpful. That's not helpful. But yeah, Big Lebowski, I tried to watch it. I think I fell asleep through it. I think I turned it off halfway through. I'm not big on movies. I'm really not big. That's my thing. You're gonna have pop culture. I gotta have a commentary channel. I gotta have a commentary channel. More than a movie channel. Because people are like, oh, don't you have a movie channel? Not last time I checked. I've done like far more cooking streams than I've done movies, I think. Oh, I did have like half of a video. I've got like a half a video in the works about it's basically I want to watch Joker now before I do a video on it. So I might take some time and actually watch it, because I have a few things to say about that as a theater. So as a music theater, you know, as a musical theater person, I think I might have a better perspective on what they're going for once I see it. So I do want to see it now. And you know, Gaga, I want to see what she does with it. I want to see what she does with it, because as we know, she's most alive and passionate when she's doing the music stuff, like when she's doing the big band and the jazz and all of that. Like her just face lights up, right? So I want to see that for her and see what the big deal is, and see if I can figure out. I don't know. Do you think it's realistic for them to expect a mainstream box office crowd to go and see kind of a musically art house thing? Did you guys see Joker yet? This is the new one. Yeah, these look good. These look okay. If you saw it, let me know. Oh, I think that's the crowd that hates me. Is the comic book people. Comic book people and cartoon people don't like me for some reason. And I'm like, I'm sorry if I'm just talking about the latest thing, not as a fan, but as a commentator of YouTube. I think that's what people expect you to be like, oh, you made a video on something, therefore that is your entire channel and you're a big fan of, and it's like, oh, no. No. I'm commentary more than anything, and I didn't even know how to market myself. I don't know how to market myself. I don't even know how to market my channel, to be perfectly honest. I couldn't even tell you. Because I like having the randomness. I like having that factor. I've been trying to distract myself by playing my hypothetical, well, what if I dated this guy? What if I dated that guy? To go on a completely different tangent. That's what I was going back to earlier. The dating stuff. It's like, I need to get dating at some point. Because I want to. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. I didn't stay with what's-his-name so long if I want to be alone. For real. I didn't stay with what's-his-name so long if I want to be alone. So. And here's my blueberry. I'm gonna burn my fingers with this blueberry, aren't I? I think this is the most efficient blueberry delivery method, is just sprinkling them on with your hands, right? Is that the most efficient method? I will be using more than 2 cups, however. This recipe. Fine. I will be using more than 2 cups. This is why they used blueberries as makeup in Victorian times. Holy crap. Because look at it. Look at it. Look at that. I'm not going to lie, I'm using cornstarch as makeup. Can you tell? Can you tell? How does my makeup look? I'm just using cornstarch like it's the Victorian era. So. Joker 2 is terrible. You didn't like Jared Leto version of Joker? Heath Ledger nailed it. I don't like the Heath Ledger Joker. I didn't like those movies though. I don't like Christopher Nolan. I don't know. I'm not a Nolan fan. I'm not like a Batman fan, I think. I think I'm not a big enough Batman fan. I'm not like a movie Batman fan. I think I like the 60s TV series. That was about it. So I liked that. That's kind of the thing. That was terrible. See, that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried that I'm not going to enjoy it because of the violent scenes, and then it's a musical. It's like, I'm like, so pretty much all of the uncomfortable stuff about the first movie that made it a one and done for me. Because the first movie, the first Joker was a one and done. Weekly deciding which Joker was better, Nicholson or Ledger? I don't know. The only Joker I ever cared about was, Cesar Romero, but then again, I wasn't a big Joker fan. I think that's the thing. It's like, I don't get why the Joker is the big villain. I really, really don't get that. I miss, like, having a different villain all the time. I'm like, this villain again? I think I'm just kind of so over having any of these, it's like, having a villain, I'm so tired of the same 3 villains with Batman. I think I'm like, okay, I never need to see another Batman movie as long as it's the same 3 villains. So, at least this one is like not a Batman thing. It's just basically some lunatic cosplaying as the Joker, I think. That's how I look at the Joaquin Phoenix version. For me, though. He played him amazingly. I think my problem with those is those movies are just so boring. But then again, I don't really like any movie past the 90s, so that's kind of my thing. Is like, I don't know. I like talking about how they're marketed as for like that sort of thing once they flop and when they're all woke and stuff. I kind of like talking about that more than anything. I like talking about movies more than I like watching them, for sure. That's definitely my thing. Predictably, the Joker was the first supervillain in the comic. See, that's the thing with comics too. It's like, do I have to talk about? remember, I sold on mine when I was 12, and they were never superheroes, ever. It was Archie comics, and what was the other thing I was reading? The EC Horror. I probably should have kept all those. I had all the reprints of those that came out in like 89, 90, 91, all that stuff. I probably should have kept all those. I flipped that one too fast. I flipped it too soon. Ooh, there. I flipped it too soon. Pattinson. I didn't see the Pattinson one. Did I see Scott Pilgrim? I fell asleep during it. That was a bad one. That was really annoying because wasn't it the guy trying to cheat on his girlfriend? Yeah, I turned that off halfway through. I think either fell asleep or turned it off. That movie annoyed me because it was an annoying guy trying to cheat on his girlfriend. So, and I'm like, ooh, bad movie, bad idea. Nope, not good. Not okay with that. So, not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that movie. Was that the plot? It was just a whiny guy trying to cheat on his girlfriend. Yeah, that's not a movie for me. Whiny, annoying guy tries to cheat on girlfriend. No. So no, I don't think I finished it. I think I turned it off after 10 minutes, and I'm like, this movie sucks. This movie sucks. I don't know. What's the kind of length? What length did I make? Probably a half an hour into it. Maybe. But yeah, I'm not a big movie fan. So the movie Aragon, I didn't see that. Yeah, Marvel Brie Larson would be more my thing. Why? I don't like superhero movies. Remember, I liked horror comics. I don't like superheroes. I saw Captain Marvel. It sucked. I think that's my thing. Is like people keep trying to force me into this superhero role and genre and movie thing, and I'm cooking. If I wanted to watch a movie, I wouldn't be cooking on live stream. So I don't like superhero movies. I've never seen a superhero movie I like. I can't name a superhero movie I've liked. I can admit that, and I've said that I don't know how many times. I have not seen a superhero movie I've actually liked. So. You agree with me? Why? Yeah, I don't like superhero movies. So. Blueberry. Ooh. Okay, that's a good blueberry. That just popped in my mouth, right? Do I have a place? Do I have a thing to put these in? Do I have a container? Do I have a container to... Yeah, I'm just cooking ahead while I have energy. What's your take about sci-horrors, like the Alien as a brand? I don't like movies. I don't really like sci-fi movies in general. So. I can't stand Alien, actually. I can't stand the Alien franchise as a franchise. I won't watch them. They're really boring. They just put me to sleep. I think I finally saw Alien in like 2007, and it sucked. It really sucked. It's like, oh my god, this is awful. This movie's terrible. This is what people like. It was so boring. It was too dark to see. I just, no. I don't like those type of movies. Example to take a brand, make a commentary. What other movies do I like? I don't. I'm not a big movie fan. That's why I'm like, please don't make my channel a movie channel. Please, nothing. No, I do not want to talk about movies. Anything but movies. Just anything but movies. Anything but movies. I think that's the thing. I don't like movies that much. I like talking about them more than I like watching them. Because I like talking about the marketing. I love talking about the marketing and the behind-the-scenes Hollywood drama and what the producer said and the budget and the box office expectations and what the viewer audience says. And I like that so much more than I like sitting there watching a boring movie. I just don't have the attention span. I haven't had the attention span for a movie since I was a kid, probably. So I liked like Revenge of the Nerds 1 and 2 and the Police Academy movies as a kid. I liked those. I can watch those every now and then. I could probably watch Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Streets, and I could watch a good 80s horror movie. A good funny one. But I just can't with movies. I just can't. Alright, last two. Come on. My hands are clean. I've washed them 17 times. Last two pancakes. They're going to be dense too. I'm making little ones. Little silver dollary ones. They're easier to eat. Alright. Use the finger. As many times as I've washed it. It's like there's nothing I don't like talking about more than mainstream movies or music. Mainstream movies and music are like my two least favorite things to talk about in general. Because I kind of have to on the channel, so that was so much of like, when you're on a panel with people and I'm like, well, my expertise is more how they're marketed and what the fan base says and all this stuff, so that's where I'm coming from with this. Oh, let me throw some blueberries on these. We're gonna put blueberries in them. The cheating was addressed. Watch a movie called The Watcher in the Woods. Oh god, I don't want to. Rare horror movie made by Disney. No, thank you. I hate Disney movies though. I don't want to watch Disney. I can't with Disney. I can't stand Disney. They need to go under. For real. Like why I do this? So Disney goes away. Oh my god, you have made so many bad, lame, boring normies out of your movies, Disney. If I can do anything to help Disney collapse so that, we can have all my freak show weird movies and stuff instead of this mainstream normie shit. So no, I will never watch a movie on Disney made by Disney. That will never happen. That will never happen. What games do you play? Well, I've been playing Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow on Twitch. I've been playing that. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune are pretty fun. Those are pretty fun. I like playing those. I like doing the Wheel of Fortunes. I like doing kind of the things that I like playing Wheel of Fortune. I like playing, I've been playing Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. So I've been going through playing all the DS games again. As much as I can. Because I got them again on Switch. Because I splurged and I'm like, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to buy a video game. And I'm going to have something I can there stream, and I'm going to have something there I can play during chemo, and I can have something that I can sit there that I don't even have to think about. Castlevania. So I went with those. Disney is trash. Yeah, I won't watch anything with Disney. If I can help it. If I can help it. I will not watch any Disney anything ever. As long as I can avoid it. What do I got? I got spring tree maple syrup. Ooh. That's the kind I got. What does Disney go under is nothing. Yeah, I know, but don't buy their stuff. I know, but I like watching that. So all these people are like, how do we make Disney money? I'm like, why are you making Disney money? How do we lose Disney money? How do we lose them $80 million? Oh, that was a fluke. Now let me focus that and concentrate and actually organize a boycott to actually lose them a lot of money. Because I hate Disney so much. They did lose 159 in their stocks because people rebelled against their brand. Yeah, against their trash. Exactly. Exactly. Ooh, I'm leaning on my thing. Don't do that. Don't lean on your burner. I'm leaning on my burner. I'm trying to watch. That I like. That I like is rooting for Disney to go under. Rooting for them to go under. Who else? Who else needs to go under? A lot of them. A lot of them. A lot of them. So that I like. That I really, really enjoy is rooting for Disney to go under. Rooting against movies. That's my thing, is rooting for movies to lose money. That's my enjoyment. It's like anybody watching my Twitter, I'm like, I'm tweeting out John Waters movie stuff. I like a good John Waters movie. I like a good, I need 2 plates. Well, I'm doing dishes after this, so yeah, I'll take 2 plates. F it. I'm grabbing a pancake. Or 3. Or 2. I'm gonna start with 2. Let's see how I feel. This one's a lot of blueberries. Start with 3. Start with 3. That's why I'm hungry now. Now I'm hungry. An example of a corp that actually goes against everything that made them great in the first place. Were they great? Well, no, they to me, Disney produced a bunch of lame, normie, saccharine. I mean, I grew up more on Married with Children with the Al Bundy thing. Like, that's the thing. So, oop, that did not work. So, not Disney, not Cosby Show, not Disney. I grew up watching like Roseanne and stuff. I mean, even they suffered the Disney curse though. They suffered the Disney curse. All right, how'd they do? How'd they do? These are a little under. That's a little under. That's okay though. That's all right. You did okay. Oh yeah, you did good. You did good. The Disney stuff you watch is the stuff you grew up with. And then went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. See, I didn't grow up with Disney. I never grew up with Disney. I never watched Disney growing up. I was just too old for it. It was too old, too cool, I had like a hot minute of being 10 when the Mermaid one came out. But I grew up real quick after that. I'm like, oh, this is for little kids. This is so sad. This is for little kids. So I wasn't even like a fan of it. I think I saw it because I was obligated to because it was an animated movie. I have more of a memory of getting the gift certificates from McDonald's to get those little stuffed mice from whatever movie that was. I have more of a memory of that than any of the. I don't even know what movie they were from. I don't. What movie were those from? Do you remember when you got the gift certificates in like it must have been 1986? Was there a Disney movie in 1986 that came out? Anyway, so they had these little mice that you got as Christmas ornaments if you bought the gift certificates from McDonald's. I don't even remember what movie that was from. But I kind of remember having a couple of mice. Was that Disney? Is that Disney? That seems like Disney. Was that Disney? Tell me that's Disney. Or was it an American Tail? That might have been Don Bluth. Was that American Tail? No, because Pizza Hut had the... Okay, Pizza Hut had the Land Before Time. That's Don Bluth. So Pizza Hut would have the Don Bluth stuff. Disney would be McDonald's, right? That's all I remember. That's all I remember. I don't remember the movies. I remember the fucking fast food and the marketing and the commercials. Yeah, I don't care about the movies. I never did. Perspective, that's what changes from a kid to an adult. As a kid, you found Married with Children boring. Oh, I liked it as a kid. Jokes make sense. I don't know. I guess I must have been an old soul. I don't know how many times I've been around this cycle though. For real. I'm just an old soul. I didn't get into that kid stuff. I've been doing like anything childish as an adult. But again, I have no judgment when it comes to like, it's like I play video games. I'm like, is this a kid's game? Doesn't seem like a kid's game to me. It's hard as crap. It just doesn't have titties in it. It's like, if that means it's a kid's game, then whatever. So. Ferngully, did that have the mice? Yeah, I didn't like that one either. That was all preachy and well, it wasn't woke, but it was environmental messages. Environmental messages. See, that's how they did it back then. They snuck it in our movies like that, and in Captain Planet, which I already knew Captain Planet was just this environmental message crap anyway. I'm like, oh, you're putting in the cartoons instead of like a real activism thing. You're just brainwashing little kids into something they don't understand or care about. That wasn't very nice for me. That I did not like. Look, pancakes. So that's breakfast or lunch or snacks or something in a pinch. I'm proud that we got that knocked out. I am very happy with that. That's a good accomplishment. That is pre-cooking when I have the energy during cancer. Yay, I'm so happy about that. Am I Indian? Do I look Indian? Om Kali Ma Kali Kali Ne Panishri Satranam Rehevi Kala Ne Namos today. Do you think I'm Indian? Do I look Indian to you? Maybe. I don't know. I probably speak more. Well, does Kamala Harris even know there's 3 languages in India? They're probably singing more Hindi than she even can speak. Am I Indian? No, not really. Environmental nature is wacky. Yeah, that's the thing. So one movie I could not stand as a kid is Secret of Nim. So that's an absolute no. Under no circumstance will I ever watch that again. I think that's the problem. All the movies as kids were like The Neverending Story and The Secret of Nim. I'm glad I missed the Return to Oz crap. I heard people traumatized from that. I never saw that one as a kid. What's the other one? Well, we had all those movies that were just traumatizing us as kids. Alright. Where did this energy burst come from? I don't know. I don't even know. I'll take it while I got it. From Fulton Valley had Robin Williams and Tim Curry. Oh, did it? I don't think I've ever seen a movie with Robin Williams in it other than... did Ferngully really happen in it? Okay, so I've seen a movie with Robin Williams in it. No, I saw Popeye. I hated that movie. I have never seen a movie with Robin Williams other than that. And apparently Ferngully. So... Fun fact about me, I'm not a fan of Robin Williams. Not a fan of Robin Williams. Maybe it's comedy. Okay, that's not true. His stand-up comedy, I like. Okay, stand-up comedy was good. Was that him or Howie Mandel? Now I'm confusing him with Howie Mandel. Maybe that's Howie Mandel. Maybe it was Howie Mandel. What did Robin Williams do? Did he do stand-up too? Or is he just TV? He was so mainstream. I just don't have any love for mainstream normie stuff. I just can't connect with the mainstream normie stuff at all. I just can't connect with that. It's so not me. Is this clean enough? Yeah, that mainstream stuff is just not for me. I'm happier sitting playing a hidden object game, pretending like it's 1800. Jumanji, didn't see it. 9 months, didn't see it. It's clean enough. Well, I mean, I used the dish liquid. I used dish liquid on it. So, I used dish liquid. That's how you clean them. That's how you clean it. Hook didn't see. I can't stand Peter Pan mythology though. So yeah, I didn't see any of that. No, I don't think I ever did. I mean, was the voice of the bat. Tim Curry was the villain. Was there a bat? Yeah, I don't think I've seen any Robin Williams movies other than Popeye, which I hated. Other than Popeye, which I hated. This is Doubtfire, I didn't see. I mean, by the 90s, I didn't see any normie mainstream stuff, so. Most of his movies were in the 90s, right? Because I saw Morgan Mindy. I like Morgan Mindy. I like Morgan Mindy. But then again, I also like that because that was Boulder and Aliens. And that was literally for me. So, that was something for me. You like the cooking utensil? You know, use a frying pan. Well, I mean, the griddle's like, you can do like 6 of them at once. So, I always use something like that. 90s were the best. I did not like the 90s. And the 90s for me was when movies just became unwatchable. So, any movie, like, for the most part, other than maybe like Train Spotting. Let's talk about Train Spotting. She's still talking about Train Spotting. 25 years, she's still talking about Train Spotting. I'm still talking about Train Spotting. 25 years in, she's still talking about Train Spotting. So no, I didn't get into any of those movies. I didn't get into any of that. Is the game on yet? Is it game time? How's the game start? Has the Avs lost yet? Has the Avs lost yet? Is McKinnon in game tonight? I like him. Not as much as my Knights, though. Not as much as my Knights. Here, see, you get me talk. I can talk more hockey. Can we talk hockey instead of movies? Oh my God! Did you see last night? Utah won in their first game ever against Chicago. They beat little Connor Bedard. So Utah won. Somebody got a puck to the face in one of the games I was watching yesterday. Somebody got a freaking puck. Oh, Florida. I was watching Florida. I was watching their season opener where they raised their banner. So I was watching Florida. What I cook? I made pancakes. I made a lot of pancakes. We made a ton of pancakes for the week. I cook it ahead. We cook ahead. 90s were best for Eastern Europe. The commies got wrecked and fell apart. Oh, okay. Well, the 90s is when the wall came down anyway. But now when Scorpions went to Moscow or something, didn't they play over there? All those bands. Yeah, you can talk metal. Nobody ever talks to me about metal. Well, they're talking to me about normie mainstream. They're talking to me about that angry white boy genre, which I never got into. So that's why I cooked pancakes. I'm probably gonna have a burger too. I'm probably gonna make a burger because I got beef. So probably not on stream. Is it hockey? Let me go see if hockey's on. I watched them walk in. I watched them. I like my hockey. That's gonna be the thing. That's the thing you know what's talking about, hockey. We got Leafs. Not yet. Penguins and Rangers. We got Leafs and Montreal. I don't like Montreal. I don't like Montreal's team. I don't like your team. I don't know why. I don't like Montreal's team. I'll take Leafs. Ooh, Rangers versus Penguins. Let's go Penguins. Avs versus Knights. I'm gonna go Knights. Who you got tonight? Who you got in the game tonight? 90s decade made movies based off of video games. I know! Why were they doing that? Oh, they were all awful, weren't they? Weren't they? The 90s movies, man. Okay, so I'm not a fan of 90s movies at all. Yeah, I did not. Well, I didn't see the Street Fighter or Double Dragon or Mortal Kombat movies. Super Mario movie I probably saw, maybe. No, that was awful. Then again, I just can't watch people punching each other in a movie. I just don't care. Most of those movies are duds. Well, I mean, they have their fan bases. I'm not a movie person, so. That's my thing. I've never been like a movie person. I talk about them. I like talking about the box office and this and kind of getting what you guys say. That's what I enjoy. I enjoy hearing what you guys say because then that gives me the perspective of, well, here's why I think it failed from a marketing standpoint since you're using my dumbass's market research. Disney. But you're using my dumbass's market research. You should know a thing or two about Mecha. You should know a thing or two about Mecha. Mecha would love if the entertainment industry went under and readjusted itself to a place where it could have some reasonable expectations and not make every movie cost $200 million budget and expected to bring in $1 billion because that's not realistic. Every movie. So I'd like to knock Hollywood down off of their high horse a peg. If you know what I'm saying. Street Fighter is guilty pleasure for you. Oh. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Oh, no! People are doing politically things. People are doing politically things. You gotta give them credit. They're out there canvassing and making sure people vote. They're out there doing what they believe is best, so. You get them. I hope you get your voters. For whatever cause you need. You remember sneaking out of school to play Amiga 600? Street Fighter was cheesy. I didn't see it. I can live my whole life without having to sit through an action movie. I think I'll be fine. Never having to sit through that. Like people insisted I watch Die Hard and Alien and every movie that people insist I watch. If he does that, every movie people insist you watch is never worth it. I'm like, oh, this was awful. So I'm never gonna watch a movie based on people's recommendations ever again too, because I'm like, not anymore. Back in the world, but it was fitting. Looking at pancakes. Oh yeah, I got blueberry. I made blueberry. I'm probably gonna wrap up in a second here. Or not. Yeah, Disney is not my thing. I want Disney to lose money. I am not somebody who has a great deal of love for this. Good on her. She's out there canvassing for a candidate. So, good on her. If a candidate wins. That's what you need to do. You knock on people's doors. She's polite and respectful. So, yeah. Votey people. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I think I'm going to wrap up and sit. Now my energy's dead. Now I'm losing energy, but I'm probably going to get a sugar rush so I can put these away. Food for the week. Absolutely recommend doing that. And I will see you all on the next video, a live stream, or wherever. Bye.